Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So we're here with another specialist guide, and today we're gonna go over Falck and everything you guys need to know about this specialist. So we've done the same for 3 specialists from Assault class. I know Sundance is still remaining. I'm not forgetting about it. Don't worry. We're going to get back to it, but today we're going to talk about Falck, which is, in my opinion, a very capable support specialist. And if you guys have experience with the game, you probably know how great this specialist is. In my opinion, it's the most versatile support specialist in the game. You can be playing defensively, you can be playing offensively. There are so many things you can do. The gadget is incredible, the trait is even better, and there's really no weak point to this specialist, to be honest, comparing it to the other support specialists in the class, right? Also, because of the gadget and the trait this specialist has, which we'll get to in just a few seconds, it has become the fastest support specialist you can play. Generally speaking, other support specialists are way slower when it comes to reviving and healing both themselves and others. And because of that, Falck can really be played very offensively, and that is a trait for Falck that no other support specialist has. So, in my opinion, Falck is the best support specialist out there, and you're gonna know why in just a few minutes by watching this video. But before we get into the video, first of all, go down in the comment section. Let me know what your experiences with Falck is. Let me know if there are tips that I forgot to mention and you guys know of. Do make sure to comment down below if you are an experienced player, and let the new players actually make good use of your experience and get better at the game faster. Also, there's a link down in the description, first link down there actually. If you click on it, it's going to take you straight to the playlist we've got for every single specialist guide that we basically make, and there are all those videos at one place. If you want a specific specialist, you can go there and check it out. If you didn't find it, that means that video is still not made, and it will be made in the future, in the near future actually. So I'm prioritizing these videos for all those new players that are coming into the game, so no worries, just stick around. That video for your favorite specialist will come out sooner or later. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and see what we've got here about Falck. So starting off with the specialist gadget, it's the S21 Syrette pistol. It restores your health, heals friendly or damages enemy soldiers at range. Rounds can also be shot onto the ground to be picked up later. So with this pistol, you can heal yourself, you can heal your allies from range, which is something that almost, I would say, no support specialist can do from ranges that Falck can do. And your rounds don't even need to be shot directly at your friendlies. If you even shoot them on the ground, they can pick them up just by walking over where you shot, right? So this pistol actually makes Falck really fast when it comes to healing herself or healing teammates. But the specialist trait here is even better. It's called Combat Surgeon, and it will increase health charge rates when using defibrillators or interact revive. So you can say that Falck actually revives twice as fast as any other sports specialist. And that is really crazy because it really takes some time for Irish and Angel to revive someone with the defibrillator compared to Falck. Falck is really fast when it comes to this. And when you combine the S21 Syrette pistol and the Combat Surgeon traits, Falck turns into something really fast. Like a really fast medic on the battlefield that is literally able to revive 2 people in the same time where any other support specialist can only revive 1. Impressively fast. Now there's one thing about Falck that so many people don't know about. They basically judge Falck by the class, right? Support most of the times tends to be slower and more defensively. At least that's what people think about support players, right? And other support specialists, except for Falck, are really slow. Not like completely like slow, turtle slow, not like that, but they tend to be played slower and more defensively. Right? Falck is the exact opposite because of the trait and the gadget that it has. Basically, you can play as aggressively and as offensively as a assault specialist. That's how great Falck is. And just by the looks of it, when people think about it, well, Falck is a support specialist. It tends to be played slow. That means that the player is inexperienced, because every single Falck player that is experienced, you will see them just bunny hopping all over the place, jumping into the smoke, reviving 2 people, healing themselves, healing others, and still getting kills. And they will probably end up being the top 3 in the scoreboard. So if you are playing Falck for the first time and basically you are inexperienced with the specialist, just make sure to not be afraid to play just a bit more aggressively. Be confident with it, because the specialist can actually do that. In my opinion, it's made to be able to do that. In other words, it's the only support specialist that can do this confidently. Of course, you can go ahead and do that with Angel, you can go ahead and do that with Irish, but in my opinion, the results will never be the same if done by the same player. So that is impossible because Falck is made to be aggressive. So when speaking about Falck, playing it is actually very simple. It all goes back to the Syrette pistol and how to use it, right? Apart from that, and apart from the loadout tips that I'm going to give you, there's really not a lot of things you need to learn. And in my opinion, learning the basic movements of the game for playing Falck effectively is way more important than being able to play with the S21 Syrette pistol, because that movement will make you aggressive, and being aggressive with Falck is just great, right? It is made for that, as I said before. But as long as the Syrette pistol goes, let me give you some tips for it. First of all, in the footage that the game provides, you see Falck healing some friendly dude multiple times with the Syrette pistol. That is not necessary at all. If you only hit them once with the pistol, they will heal to full health. You don't need to spam them with multiple shots, right? Save them for other people or yourself. So you don't need to do that. It doesn't matter how low on health your friendly teammate is, only one Syrette is enough to bring them back to full health. So don't make that mistake, in my opinion. This footage is completely wrong, especially for inexperienced people. They think maybe that Syrette shot only heals like 20 HP, 25 HP, but that's not the case, okay? So do make sure to keep that in mind. Also, you can always shoot the Syrette pistol to the ground to be able to heal people or even heal yourself. But there's a catch to it that I'm going to tell you in just a second. So imagine there's a massive gunfight going on between your team and the enemy team, and you want your friendlies to be healed as soon as they get shot, right? What you do is you start shooting your Syrette pistol down to the ground, and as soon as your friendlies get shot or like lose some health for any reason, they start to recover because they pick up your Syrette ammo, which is on the ground. That is a very good thing to do, especially in game modes that are tighter and more close combat. A bunch of your friendlies will stack up in one place. If you go ahead and do that, first of all, it will let them heal as fast as they get damaged, and that will help your teammates to stay alive longer, and it will also help you get more scores. So it's a win-win basically. So you can always go ahead and do that. However, if you want to heal yourself, there's a better way to do that, and there's actually an animation for healing yourself that Falck actually injects the Syrette pistol directly into her arm. That's something you can do, and believe it or not, it's faster than shooting on the ground and picking up your ammo. So if you want to heal yourself, just simply use your self-heal to heal yourself, and it will happen way quicker. For other people, you only have two options. You either shoot them directly or just shoot the ground so they can pick them up. Those are your options. So if you want to become that fast Falck player, make sure to use that Syrette injection animation to your advantage, because that is a faster way for healing yourself. One thing that I've seen so many Falck people do nowadays, and I don't really know if that's because of inexperience or because of probably what I call too much experience with these specialists. Or maybe not. Maybe, you know, maybe some Falck players are just assholes. I don't really know why, but they go ahead and half revive. Now, if you don't know what half reviving is, it's when a medic revives you, but not with full health. So if there's a medic and they just want to revive you and get the points, get that score they want and get on with it, they will revive you not with your full health, but with something lower than full. Sometimes is 30 HP, sometimes it's 50 HP, sometimes even lower, but it's not full. Doing that with Falck is not good, guys. It's not cool, because Falck already does that twice as fast as any other sports specialist. And it really takes a tiny amount of time to do that. So don't just half revive your teammates, properly revive them, let them have full health when they get up, because most of the times there's someone shooting in the smoke or shooting in the direction that you are reviving. If you revive someone with, let's say, 30 HP, one shot or two shot can finish them off again. You've basically done nothing. If you want to farm XP and scores, be my guest, but that's not something a experienced, proper Falck player would do. Never be that Falck that half revives teammates. Revive them properly. It will serve you and your team in a very positive way, and that's something that you always want to do. And let me tell you something, if you're not going to troll people and if you're not going to like make fun of people, make sure to don't use your Syrette pistol on enemies, because it's going to take some time to kill them, and if that enemy is somewhat aware of their surroundings and have a above average reaction time, they would just take a look back and start shooting you and will probably kill you. So don't do that because it's not worth it. I know the game says that you can damage enemies. Yes, you can do that. You can do that with the grappling hook of McKay as well, but that doesn't really make sense. You shouldn't do whatever you possibly can do in the game. And damaging enemies with the Syrette pistol is definitely one of those things. So don't try that unless you really want to troll someone. So for Falck, as I told you, the S21 Syrette pistol is a easy gadget. It's not a big deal when you want to get used to it, but there's something very important about how to play Falck, and it's your weapons and your loadout. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. In my opinion, if you want to play Falck aggressively and offensively, you need to have some weapon that can kill people fast. So something with a faster TTK, higher fire rate. Okay, with that said, you can play any SMG you want, but in my opinion, something like the PPX, PP29, K30, AC9, those are the SMGs that for a faster specialist like Falck are indeed better weapons. You can also go ahead and play some assault rifles like the VHX D3, for example. The ACR is also great. The MTAR, the AEK, those are assault rifles that will probably enhance your gameplay when it comes to it because they have faster TTK with higher fire rates. But again, eventually it's up to you what weapon you play. The more important thing here is your gadget and your throwable. So about gadget, guys, Falck has a Syrette pistol that can heal both herself and friendlies, right? You don't really need a medical crate here. So you don't really need to play medical crate here. What else you don't need? In my opinion, the M18 Claymore. You don't really need that. And asking me, I would not recommend ammo pouch or medical pouch on Falck. So with that said, there are only two gadgets remaining: the ammo crate and the smoke grenade launcher. Now, speaking of Falck and speaking of reviving people in like certain areas that are crowded, having some sort of smoke for any support specialist is a must, right? Especially if you want to revive some people and if you want to be like a good specialist for your team. You need some sort of smoke, and the smoke grenade launcher actually enables you to go far beyond what a smoke grenade can do. And that's why I always love to play smoke grenade on Falck, or generally speaking any other support specialist, just to make those revives easier. And even for some specialists like Falck, which is faster and more aggressive, it will help you with your flanks. That's going to serve you in many ways, not only reviving people, right? But again, if you don't want to play the smoke grenade launcher, that's fine. You can also have the ammo crate. This will make your Falck a complete package because you can now both heal people and yourself, and you can also resupply people with ammo and resupply yourself. So this is a win-win. It turns Falck into a complete package, and this is great. Now, this is basically based on your playstyle. Now, depending on what gadget you play, you can play multiple throwables. If you want to play ammo crate, you should definitely go for the smoke grenade here because, well, as I said, smoke is a must for any support specialist. However, if you want to play the smoke grenade launcher, in my opinion, you can go ahead and play whatever throwable you want except for smoke, because the smoke grenade launcher will do the job. You don't really need to have so many smoke options. It's not necessary. So instead of that, you can enhance your firepower by playing something like a frag grenade, by having even EMP grenade, incendiary, even the spring grenade. Those are always good when it comes to firepower. And if you are playing the smoke grenade launcher, these are the better options compared to something like the smoke grenade, which will be, in my opinion, just overkill. So do make sure to keep that in mind when it comes to playing gadgets and throwables. And I believe if you stick to this rule, you can enjoy playing Falck a lot more. So that's all with Falck, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and hope this video was helpful. Again, for those experienced players, if you have any tips and tricks that you think I forgot to mention, do make sure to go down in the comment section, share that with other people, especially those new players, and I'm pretty sure they will appreciate some of your help as well. And in that way, you can also help the community to just get better a little bit more. Thank you all guys for watching, and until next time, guys, stay cool.